Hi everyone, this is a video that I didn't expect to make today. I've actually been working on another video, but some news dropped last night and I thought I've got to talk about it. The big question is, what is going on with the DC universe at the moment with regards to film and television? It seems to be going absolutely mental. So let's go back a bit. Towards the end of last year, there were two new studio bosses, James Gunn and Peter Safran, announced that we're going to be mapping out the next 8 years for DC. Since then, they've gone on an absolute mental cancelling spree. We had the issue with Henry Cavill towards the end of last year. He came out, announced he was going to be Superman again. The whole world rejoiced. He was in Black Adam. He was meant to be doing a cameo in Shazam and The Flash. Then within a week or two, the news came out that he'd actually been cancelled, that he was no longer going to be in any Superman films. James Gunn and Peter Safran came out and said they no longer want Henry Cavill anymore. They want to make a Superman film with a new, young Superman. I'm not being funny. As a big Superman fan, I don't want another young Superman film. I want a Superman film where Superman is actually Superman, being Superman, established, grown up, doing the things that Superman does, saving the world, fighting the bad guys. I don't want another backstory with Jonathan and Martha Kent coming down from Krypton. You know, it's boring. Since then, they've now announced they've cancelled Wonder Woman 3, Black Adam 2, the Supergirl film, Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning, Batwoman, Naomi, Stargirl, the Batgirl film, which was pretty much finished, the Batman Beyond film, which was going to star Michael Keaton and Michelle Pfeiffer again. There was even going to be a Deathstroke film, which I personally would have loved to have seen. With regards to the CW shows, I can understand their cancellation. You know, they've been running for a very long time. Yes, they gave The Flash an extra season, which is going to be starting soon, but that is going to be tied up at the end. I can understand that's going to tie off the Arrowverse. But the problem is, and my biggest worry is, if they're cancelling all these CW shows, which I understand most of them deserve it, to be fair, they're pretty awful, are they going to do the same to Superman and Lois, which is actually a really good show, which I'm doing another video about? And if they do, from what we've heard, Gotham Knights isn't going to be that great, so how come they're not cancelling that? Currently, Gotham Knights and Superman and Lois are safe. Last night, we had the news drop that Doom Patrol has been cancelled and Titans has been cancelled, which I'm genuinely gutted about. The thing I don't understand about Titans is that less than a year ago, it was the 4th most viewed show on Netflix. It's done really well. Granted, in my other film, I did talk about where it was going, but either way, as it stands at the minute, it's a really good show. It's been cancelled. It's going to end at the end of this current season, so I think they're making some changes to it, and I'm pretty gutted about that. It's alright cancelling all this stuff, I get it. Shows have a lifespan and eventually they dwindle off, but when they're cancelling shows at the peak of their popularity, that raises some question marks. The fact that they've cancelled Henry Cavill, and they've cancelled pretty much, you know, we've got the Shazam film coming out. There's no point in watching that. Yeah, it might be a good film, it might not be a good film, but either way, it doesn't tie into anything because you know it's going nowhere. The current DC universe is ending. The same with the Aquaman film that's coming out. It's not going to tie in, and they can't possibly keep one or two of the characters and then get a young cast in. That makes no sense. What are they going to do next? A young Superman film? I don't want that. That's horrendous. No one wants a Superman film which is going to go back to Smallville again. We've seen Smallville. We've seen all the shows regarding a young Superman. We've done that. I would like to see a Superman film where he's established. I would like Henry Cavill to come back. I'm not being funny. At the moment, he is the best option for a proper Superman. And he loves the lore and loves the character. The biggest shocker is that they've axed Henry Cavill, but they've decided to go ahead with the Flash film and keep Ezra Miller in it. Ezra Miller, the guy who's done so much shit over the past couple of years, and yet, oh no, we're going to forget about that and we're going to keep him in it. Didn't he choke a woman in broad daylight in the middle of the street? And the rumour is that they're getting rid of the Batman scenes and they're getting rid of the Superman scenes and they're getting rid of various parts that include Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, and anyone relating to the current Justice League. How about instead of deleting stuff, cancelling actors and starting again, why don't you just carry on with it and make it better? Zack Snyder got a film that was a big bag of shit and made it into something pretty decent. There was a lot in there that really catered to the fans. There was a lot of things you really wanted to see and you saw it. Got to the end of it, and even though it wasn't perfect, I felt fulfilled. Do that. Make things better. Don't just cancel it and start again from when they're all kids. That's just boring. Anyway, I'm gutted about Titans. I haven't spoken about Henry Cavill, but I was gutted about that, genuinely. It's just worrying. Where does it go now? What happens next? Please put your comments in the comment section. Please click subscribe. Keep an eye out for my next video. It's coming very soon. Thank you for watching. Cheers.